Hey everyone, Martin here. I gotta say today's been a good day, and actually this has been a pretty good week, right? All in all, thinking about like wasting a day or two messing with the sink, having to get it professionally cleaned, having a lot of stuff around the house fall apart. I'm going into this next week feeling good, right? It's crazy when you start working a lot on you and trying to get things in order, get your house in order, right? Like we always talk about, get your house in order. Yeah, it could mean your physical house too, but also your spiritual, mental health or house, right? And I'm in a really good place right now. I'm excited about the future, and I feel like I say this a lot, right? Like I'm excited about the future. Like there's nothing in my life to be sad or depressed about. There's nothing to slow me down, right? The more I realize like my success is dependent upon me and my effort, right? I had this thought the other day that if I don't succeed in the goals that I'm setting right now, the only person I have to blame is myself. Because no matter what, excuse me, no matter what, I'm the person who has to get up and get the job done, right? And that's why I talk about like your goals and your purpose don't care how you feel. You know what I mean? People are watching. It's not about motivation, it's about heart, right? Like there's all these topics and these things that I talk about that I think through, right? And a lot of times I post them for other people to kind of process with me. I don't always get a lot of engagement on a lot of them, but the little bit that I do get, I appreciate, right? And part of it is like most of these quotes I put up for me because I need to be reminded. I need to remind myself what it takes to get where I gotta go, right? I wish it was easy, but it's not. And if it was easy, everybody would do it. And that's why like most of the world doesn't really try to become the best versions of themselves. Most people just become okay being satisfied or settling for the little bit they think they get, not realizing that there's more out there available for us. And some of those that do realize it, the effort that it takes to get there, it's really not worth it to them to try to get there. Or we make excuses on why we can't do it, right? I got kids, I got work, I can't work out, I'm hurt, or whatever, right? Whatever sorry excuse we want to come up with, that's what determines what we become, right? What you allow in one area of your life, you allow in all areas of your life. And so if we're gonna make excuses in one area, we're gonna make excuses in all areas. And so like I'm not where I want to be mentally yet, right? And I'm not saying that I'm crazy or anything like that, but like there are still times that I fall short, right? For either I forget, I put too much in my day, I get distracted, things happen like the sink breaks and I spend the entire day trying to fix it because I'm not that handy guy, but I want to try to fix things around my house, right? Like in my mind, that's what a man does, right? A man doesn't go call somebody to come into his own home and figure out how to fix something. No, I'm a firm believer in like, as a man, I should at least give it a go, right? And get to a place where I've exhausted all my options, then I need to call somebody who knows more than me. And sometimes that bites me in the butt, right? Like with the whole sink thing. I spent 2 days, I could have been doing something else, spent 2 days trying to figure it out. And it took the plumber 2 times to come out here to figure it out, right? And so I was never going to be able to fix it. The things he needed or to do, I would have to go get special equipment to do it myself. They don't just randomly sell it in the store. And so, but there are times where me being a man and trying to figure things out for myself and my family has saved us a lot of money because I was able to get it done and not needing to go get it professionally done. So, yeah, no, I'm in a good place. I want to keep trying to grow and I want to keep trying to push the envelope. not settle and be okay with where I'm at. Like I expect more of myself. And so one of the things that I'm committing to right now, somebody had talked to me a while ago about like this fitness journey thing that I'm on. Like I started showing more videos of me working out, but they want to see progress pictures. So I'm going to start posting progress pics, probably here, maybe on Facebook and Instagram for sure, about this journey, right? Because like at the end of the day, like I want people to know no matter what size they are, they can get fit, right? I want people to know that they can get in shape and they can aspire to become whatever it is they want. Like it doesn't take a special person to be successful beyond our wildest dreams, right? It just takes a person who's willing to work for it. And that was one of the things my sponsor taught me when I first got here. When I first got clean, he said, you can be whatever you want. You just got to do the work necessary to get there. And he also told me you can have whatever you want. You just got to do the work necessary to get it. And those are two of the things that I've really taken to heart. Like everything that I want to be, I can be here. And I just have to work for it, right? Nothing can stop me except for me. And I know those are so cliche-ish, right? Like you versus you or me versus me, right? Like the only one who can stop me is me. And yes, they are cliche-ish, but they're true. Because the only person who stays in bed longer than I need to be is me. The only person who eats too much food is me, right? The only person who doesn't do the best job that he can is me. And the only person who puts off, whatever needs to be done for tomorrow is me, right? And so like it's crazy the way sometimes in my head I'll like look for excuses, or I'll try to throw something at my wife and say it's okay, get her to like excuse me for that day, and be like, oh, okay, cool, I don't have to do it. But that's not going to happen. And so I wanted to say I'm going to do a 120-day yard sprint, right? 120-day sprint to the finish line to get to my 10%. I have roughly 100, today would be 140 days left, right? And so for the next 139 days, right, I'm going to eat cleaner than I have been. And so I probably will do low fat protein meals. I'm thinking probably 1, maybe 2 a day max, right? Like I'm not going to be eating a lot of food. Once I get to about 120 days, I'm going to start doing some fasting again. I was thinking like maybe 72s. 72s would be 3 days of fasting, 1 day of eating, 3 days of fasting, 1 day of eating. And then maybe when I get ready to turn it up hard, if I like staying with the 1 day of eating, I'll probably go 5 days and then 1 day of eating. Or I've toyed with this idea, haven't actually put it into play yet. Been a little nervous to try it, but it's a rolling 72, and what that is 72 hours, one meal, and then back in, right? Like eat one time and get back in. There was a guy that I was following for a little while. He doesn't make videos anymore. He did a rolling 72 to shred down for like some karate competition that he was trying to make weight for like 6 weeks. He did it, and he felt like he got really good results. He felt like he had enough energy to do his training the way he needed to. And so it kind of inspired me to like give it a go. I haven't done it yet. So let's start for the next, 19 days, right? 39 and 19 days. We're going to eat really low, maybe 1-2 meals max. If I eat right and I eat the right proteins, I'm good all day, right? I get my morning workout in fasted, so I haven't eaten anything prior to that. Probably before my second or third workout of the day, I'll get my meal in. And so really my last meal of the day or my last workout of the day is usually like a walk. Maybe I'll make it a run if I can cut enough weight. Right now, just at 270 something, it's just too heavy on my joints to run. So I don't want to do it. I want to lean out probably at about 240 to maybe 250 heaviest. Start running again. Taking online clients again, which is really exciting because I hadn't done that for a while, so start getting some clients back online, maybe start getting some back in the gym. And so people have been hitting me up a little bit more than they were. So I mean, things are good, right? Like, I'm excited to see where we're gonna go. Working on some spiritual step program, trying to create something church people can use, kind of like we do in NA, to become the best versions of ourselves and fully whole and wholly free. And maybe there's something that I can kind of create to help create discipleship, true discipleship within the program, the way we have it in NA, which we call sponsorship. So I'm excited. I'm not mad, right? I'm not worried. I'm not in a bad place. And I have been, like, I've been saying for a while, I don't have bad days, right? Like, I really don't. There may be roadblocks or stumbling blocks that I experience in a day that kind of throw my day off for the day. But like, at the end of the day, I want to be totally focused on where I'm trying to go. And because I need to be an example for the people who are around me, for the guys that I'm leading, for my family, for the churches that I serve. People need to know that the things that sometimes they think is impossible is possible for them, right? But the only way we know that is by somebody else doing it for us. And so I want to be very, very specific, not specific, that's not the word, transparent in this process of getting down to 10% body fat now. I'd kind of been just toying with it a little bit. I think I've wasted good months, 2 or 3 of them, 2 for sure, maybe a little longer, since May, right? Since May. So I've wasted time, and now I'm going to make up for it, right? It's okay to waste time. You just got to be willing to do the work when it comes crunch time, right? To lose sleep or to lose food or whatever that looks like, because there's an easier, softer way to always do it, right? You start early enough, you can take some more breaks than normal. But when you take all your break up at the beginning, right? It's like you take all your vacation first few months of the year, you got to work the rest of the year, right? You don't get the opportunity to take a break and have a vacation. So vacation time is over. So for the next 139 days, maybe I'll post some foods that I'm eating. I had potatoes and ground beef tonight. It was freaking amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was like, man, I need to eat this more often. But I think it's going to be good. And I'm going to blow away 10%, man. Shoot. I dream big, right? I might walk away 8%, right? Like, just doing it, feeling amazing, and really working to get somewhere. Because at the end of the day, I want people to be motivated and inspired that anything that they think about or anything that they do, and I get it, right? Like, I'm not doing this under my own strength, right? There's going to be a lot of needing God and prayer and surrendering and processing, like, why am I doing this, and checking myself, right? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, checking the vanity, right? Checking all those things, the cockiness, the arrogance that may come, because I get that way. But being humble through the process. My wife always talks about, like, some of the people I listen to that are in the same realm, and they're like jerks, right? They're real mean, they're real asshole-ish. And she's like, don't become them. If you're gonna do this, don't become them. Like, don't be like that. And I was like, well, sometimes it's just it's not possible. Sometimes you have to become like that, and it's because you just get tired of the BS and the excuses that people give you for why they can't do what they need to. But we all need grace. I need grace, right? I tried to do 75 hard 100 times and it failed every time. And so, like, yeah, that we need, and I understand that, like, keeping in mind my own faults helps me be more understanding to other people and theirs. And so I need to keep a spirit of humility through this whole process. And so I just want to tell you guys that I love you, and that this is everything I'm doing here. I do for you, right? I do it for my family. I do it for my grandkids. I do it for me. I do it for God, but I do it for you too, because I want to show people what's possible. Always pushing the envelope on this body, right? When I die, I'm not going to need it no more. So why not beat it while it's here? And so I'm excited, and I hope you come along with me on this journey and see what is going to happen, right? See what's possible. I will be putting this video on Facebook and Instagram. Hopefully people connect with it and can find themselves doing the same thing for the next 139 days, right? This January 1 weigh-in, right? See where we are. December 31, I'm going to have my last DEXA scan is to ultimately let people know where I'm at, right? Where I finished. And so let's get this, right? The only way to fail is not to try. So let's get it done. I just want to let you guys know that God loves you, and so do I. I hope you have a great day, and God bless you.